Subnets are very important. Reason being that resources in your VPC mostly are created or launched within a subnet. A subnet is nothing but the subsection of a VPC. So you have a large VPC network that is defined by the startup block range of the VPC, and you simply just divide the startup block into smaller pieces or smaller portions known as subnets. So let's say, for example, our VPC CIDR is 10.0.0.0/16. That is the startup block of our VPC. So we simply just divide that large network into smaller portions known as subnets. A subnet is just a range of IP addresses which are actually within the range of your VPC CIDR. Subnets are important because you might want to segment your network in such a way that you have one part of the network private and the other part of the network actually public. So I'm simply saying that subnets could be public or they could be private. When you create the subnets, you have to choose the availability zone where the subnet should actually be created. And as a cloud engineer or an architect, it's always important that we know that ensuring high availability starts all the way from subnetting. So as you create your subnets, you want to ensure that the subnets actually span across availability zones. So for example, I could have 4 subnets and I'm going to launch my subnets across availability zones. This is just because when I launch my resources in this subnet, even if one availability zone goes down, the other availability zone is still going to be able to have a continuity plan of managing those resources. So one thing you should understand is that a subnet is just a subsection of a VPC. A subnet is just a range of IP addresses which are actually found within your VPC CIDR block. Subnets are created in availability zones, and you want to create your subnets in different availability zones within that region so that you are ensuring high availability for your resources. Subnets could be private or they could be public, but by default, when a subnet is created, it's actually private. For a subnet to be public, that depends on the route table associated to that subnet. So, I know most students actually find it difficult with segregating or allocating CIDR blocks from the main VPC CIDR block. One thing we should know is you could actually use a subnet calculator to understand how you should go about this allocation of CIDR blocks for your subnet. So based out of this CIDR block, I can simply break this down into 4 CIDRs to allocate to my subnet. So I will give this subnet a 10.0.0.0/24. I could give this a 10.0.0.1.0/24. I could give this a 10.0.12.0/24. And I can give this a 10.0.10.0/24.